I want to thank you for joining me on this week's mini clinic, the 3 most common mental mistakes I see amateurs making. We covered a lot. This is the area where you can start thinking your way around the course. You don't need better, technique or anything, but just better thinking, and you could start shooting lower scores and the best scores of your life. Remember, this week we covered about not hitting the ball straight. Most amateurs aim down the center of the fairway and they want to hit the ball straight. The number of people that hit the ball straight on tour is 0. They all work the ball one way or the other. This is simpler. If you can eliminate half the course, you have made your life so much easier. So make sure when you are trying to hit the ball, you're teeing up on the right side if you're going to hit the ball with a little bit of fade. You're teeing up on the left side if you're going to hit a draw. Then we talked about looking at where the pin is, using your yardage book, looking at it, looking where the pin is. Set up the course for better angles. If the pin's cut right, aim down the left side of the fairway and make your fairway half as small. If you aim small, you miss small. If you're aiming down the left side and you happen to fade it a little bit too much and it's in the right side of the fairway, you're still okay. You just might not be able to attack the pin like you wanted. But again, by aiming small and aiming down the left side, we have given ourselves a better angle, and yet our miss is still in the fairway. So that's how you have to understand that using that knowledge will allow you to hit better scores or shoot better scores. We then went into, at the end, we talked about taking enough club. What I want you to think of is if your bad shot ends up with a birdie and your good shot ends up in a par. What I mean by that is if you had 150 yards and you take your 8-iron, which goes 150 yards, well, if you flush it, it goes 150 yards. If you miss it, you end up short of the green, probably in a bunker. Now you're trying to scramble to save par. If the pin's in the middle and I take 7-iron and I hit it great, I'm in the back of the green. If I miss it, I'm by the pin. So just from a course management standpoint, by taking more club than you think, most amateurs think, oh, I hit that one shot, but they forgot that it was downwind. They forgot that it was downhill, or that they flushed it. They might have been in a little bit of rough and caught a flyer and they go, wow, I hit my 8-iron 160 yards because I did it that one time. Also right now, what I'm seeing people struggle with is it's getting hotter. The ball is going further. Then they try to keep that same distance when it gets into the cold weather. You have to make adjustments, but I want you to keep track of how many times do you actually get the ball pin high or beyond when you play. Start taking one more club. Play a round of golf the next time where you take one more club than what you think and see if you shoot your best score. Join me next week when we talk about how to practice with a purpose. And when you start adding that into your game, we're really going to have you practicing like a tour player and playing to those levels that you want. We'll see you next week.